Hello and welcome to Tuesday DJ Gig Tips, brought to you by Vibo, the music planning app. I let some people on social media choose today's Tuesday DJ Gig Tips. Somebody was asking about wireless microphone interference at outdoor events. Well, you may not know this about me, but I'm not the most tech-savvy DJ out there on social media. So I thought what I'd do is just try to share with you some low-tech tips that can help you get the best performance out of your wireless microphone as possible. So here are some tips. First tip, always use fresh batteries in your microphones. This is a habit I got into a long time ago when I worked for a company that delivered AV equipment to like hotels for conferences. It was my day job. I'd load all this stuff into a van, drive it to a hotel, bring it in, and set it up. We always put fresh batteries in the wireless microphones, be it a lav or a handheld. Even if the battery indicator, like on a modern microphone, tells you that the battery's fine, just use fresh batteries. It's cheap, easy insurance. Now, what do you do with your old batteries that are probably good? Well, take them home and use them on your remote controls or whatever you want. It's just good practice to get into. Batteries aren't that expensive. You can build it into your cost. I use Duracell. Use whatever you like best. But yeah, fresh batteries. And always make sure that you've got some extra batteries on hand just in case. Next tip, especially when you're at an outdoor event, use a windsock. This prevents noise from wind going through your microphone and ultimately your PA system. This is vital when you're doing outdoor events such as wedding ceremonies. You can't control the wind, it happens. Here in Wisconsin, I do a lot of these on lakes, and there's always a lot of wind off of a lake. Windsocks really help. Very inexpensive. This one's gray. They usually, come in black. I have a gray one here. I even have a little bitty windsock, if you can see it, on this lavalier mic. Can you see that? Yeah, these are a big help. Now, you can also use something they call a dead cat. It sounds funny, but that's the term that they use in the business, dead cat. I saw one today. There was a report about the California wildfires. There's like 70-mile-an-hour Santa Ana winds. There was a reporter on the hill with the fire behind her. She had a lav on. I could clearly see this little, looked like a raccoon tail sticking out of her shirt. It was a dead cat on her lav mic. Those work really well, like better than just a foam windsock. But yeah, just a windsock I think is a really good idea. It's a cheap, easy investment. And by the way, you can wash these, but with COVID and all that, I just throw them away when you're done with them. Put a fresh one on for each speaker, or at least for each gig. Just good practice. Tip number 2 involves your phone. Here's mine. I don't know why, but it's a wireless device that sometimes creates interference with electronics, especially other wireless electronics. I can have this on my desk here where there's nothing wireless. Yet once in a while I'll hear a little buzz through my system on my computer. I don't know why it happens, but it does. If I take this phone and get it away from my computer and my sound system here on my desk, I don't hear the buzz anymore. Something that you can do that would just be very helpful is, as a DJ, get this phone away from your wireless microphone receiver that's usually on your table. Now, if you can't get your phone away because you're standing there and where are you going to put it, something you can do is put it in airplane mode. That's not a sound effect I added. An airplane just went over the house. Airplane mode blocks all incoming signals and outgoing signals from your phone, I think. But anyway, yeah, that's going to help a lot. Something else you might want to do is when you hand a wireless microphone, or when you wire a lav up to somebody who's going to be speaking, make sure that they have their phone turned off or in airplane mode. So you want to get wireless stuff away from wireless stuff is what it comes down to. I've just found that it helps. One more tip. This is a relatively budget wireless microphone receiver, but it works really well. But as you can see, it has short antennas on it. For the best signal possible, I would get these little antennas up in the air as high as you can. And the way you do that without extra equipment is just to raise the microphone receiver up in the air somewhere. Even an extra foot helps sometimes. I have a 48-inch tall table. The tabletop is 35 inches tall. But if I can go up on the rail with that thing, it's only an extra foot, but it does help. So, yeah, even if you've got a budget microphone with little antennas like this, just get them up in the air as high as possible. It's going to help. Those are some low-tech tips. And some of you out there may have some more low-tech tips you'd like to share. If you do, let us know down here in the comment section. As far as the high-tech tips go, I'll leave that to somebody else. Somebody like Ben Stowe at NLFX Pro or Jeffrey Kwan at Canal Sound and Light. They know more about wireless systems than all of us collectively probably. So I'll leave that to them. These are just the low-tech tips with what you already have, what may make it work better and help avoid some interference and some dropouts perhaps. If you get to the point where you're still having problems, yeah, maybe it's time to upgrade your microphone and get something better and consult with some of these people who know more about it than I do. But in the meantime, just some quick tips. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.